Hey guys, welcome back. So this is just going to be a very quick video, and it's something that just caught my attention, and I decided it's a topic worth talking about. So I was just flashing my USB, and because I have this global menu right here, I just decided to click on this right here, and I went to the settings. Now I have made a video about this program in the past, and this is basically an ISO image writer. And in the past, I mentioned how it has this option where you could anonymously report errors and usage statistics. And I remember, and if you go back to the video itself, you'll see that I had this unchecked. Now, I haven't really used this program much ever since I made that video. Maybe just clicked on it once or twice, but that's about it. I have not messed around with the settings here. And it's really interesting because just out of curiosity, I clicked settings and I came here, and then I just see that this setting is checked back on, even though I don't remember actually pressing this button again. And now I just did, and now I just unchecked it. But it's interesting because it's going to stay unchecked for who knows how long, and then it's probably going to get checked back by itself. And what I'm assuming is that programs do this somehow automatically through updates. So if a program has this type of setting, like this program right here, and let's say you have to update it, and when it gets updated, it probably has this setting where this setting specifically is automatically checked. So with each update, it just automatically turns it back on. And that's kind of the same reason why I also stopped using Firefox. Well, it's not really the only reason, but it's one of the reasons, because I had Firefox as well. I still have it. I just don't really use it as my main browser. And when I install this, every single time I install Firefox, I turn the data collection or whatever option off. And if we go to preferences, let's see if it's back on. Okay, so privacy and security. Let's take a look real quick. What do you know? It's back on, of course, even though I always uncheck this option. So these are just two examples. I don't know if any other programs that I'm using have this type of stuff, but it's just something that I've noticed is when programs have this type of option, you might think, well, first of all, you might think, oh, well, this harmless, there's no need to worry. It's just anonymous data, whatever. First of all, you might think of that. And then second, you might think, well, on top of the fact that it's harmless, you have the option to turn it on and off just with a click of a button. You could just easily do that really fast. But sure, but I feel like programs that even just have something that seems as harmless as that, I feel like even then they try to abuse it as much as possible, because, I mean, look at this. They try to, with every single update, that's what I'm assuming. I can't really think of any other way how this option could just set itself back on just like that. But that's what I think. Every time it gets updated through the package manager, perhaps it has this, I don't know, script or whatever. I'm not too familiar with how this works, but it probably has something like that turns this setting automatically back on, whether it's Etcher, whether it's Firefox, whether it's some other program. That's why I don't really agree even with these options here, because something like this, it's super easy to just turn it back on. And most of the time users, they just turn the setting off and they might think, oh, well, I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about any data being collected or whatever. And then people just forget about it. It's not like people go to the settings all the time. In fact, I wouldn't have even seen that this was back on if I didn't even randomly just decide to click on the settings here. And, I just think it's unacceptable. I really don't like how some programs do this. I mean, it's not, for me personally, it's not that big of a deal, especially if it's anonymous. I don't really care too much, but some people might. But just knowing that it does it on its own, that's the thing. That alone, it's not the data that it might collect necessarily, it's just the fact that it's trying to, even after I've not given it permission to report any errors or whatever. it's still trying to do that. So yeah, that's kind of odd. Just a quick topic I decided to quickly cover. And yeah, if you have any thoughts or whatever, just write down in the comments. And yeah, that was basically it. Thanks for watching.